Today on Bike People, we're crossing over. The Missouri, that is. Suzette has a question.
I mustache you, Forrest.
And Forrest has a blast. All that and more, straight ahead on Bike People. Bike People, brought to you in part by Cat Trike, focusing on the design, engineering, and manufacturing of innovative recumbent trikes that are made in the USA. The Hotel Pattee, a cycling hub for the High Trestle and Raccoon River Valley Trail, a destination unto itself for Iowa adventures. The Hotel Pattee. Bike World, the store that supports the sport, serving cyclists since 1979. Additional consideration provided by Shimano, Winnebago, Bike Iowa,
My name is Forrest. I got my first bike at age 3, my next bike at age 7. I've ridden in Europe, Australia, and all across our great nation.
My name is Suzette. I'm a mom, TV personality,
I have no excuse.
and bike lover. I've known Forrest for years from interviews, rides, and bike events.
I'm in the bicycle business and a cycling enthusiast. I've been collecting, fixing, and selling bikes my whole life.
We love bikes and all the people, stories, and adventures around them.
But it's all downhill, right?
We're on a journey to show you the world through 2 wheels.
To help you become
Bike people.
I cannot believe that we're here together. We're gonna have so much fun with my podcast at Wabash.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into Bike People today. We are in the Omaha, Council Bluffs area, getting ready to ride our bikes.
We'll be riding today on the Wabash Trace Trail. We'll be meeting some of the folks that actually built this trail, and we're going to be participating in the taco ride tonight, enjoying some tacos in just a little while.
You know we will. And then we got a couple of rooms at a guest house nearby. So grab your bikes and let's get ready to roll.
Extending over 60 miles from Council Bluffs to beyond the Iowa-Missouri border, the Wabash Trace Nature Trail stretches through Iowa's scenic and unique Les Hills, and south of Shenandoah travels along restored prairies featuring wildlife and native plants found nowhere else in the state.
Boy, this trail, you're really out in the middle of nature. It's in good shape. You could do it with the road bike, hybrid bike, mountain bike, you name it. You could ride this trail and enjoy it.
Involved with the Wabash Trail since the very beginning, Rebecca and Terry Castle are heading towards Forrest and Suzet.
Let's just pull up right over here.
Yeah.
Nice little bike rack.
Oh, cool, yes.
The plan is to meet up for some cool drinks and conversation before finishing their ride together.
Hey, thanks for suggesting this place. This looks perfect. Great, refreshing, new glass of water, a little bit fancy. Thanks for riding with us for a little while.
Yeah, thanks for coming to ride with us.
This is going to be a great day as we finish the ride and go up and get some tacos later tonight too.
Absolutely. You know, it's just so cool to see a dad and daughter still being able to do some things together, and you guys are still riding together, especially like you said on Ragbri.
Right. And now we've got the 3rd generation with us.
There you go. Do you take him out with you?
We do, yeah. We take turns pulling him on Ragbri, actually.
Well, and now that we're talking about that, you guys have a huge history when it comes to Ragbri and biking together. Let's talk a little bit about that.
What was your first Ragbri?
My first Ragbri was Ragbri 9 in 1981. Which was a long time ago, but it's been fun ever since. I keep coming back.
That's
And
great.
what about your first Ragbri then?
Ragbri 12 in 1984 was my first one.
And how old were you?
6 weeks old.
Oh my gosh.
She's probably the youngest one on the Ragbri.
first year we didn't have a trailer or anything to pull her with, but you know, she went along, so she was along, you know, in a support vehicle.
And then the next year you were actually in a trailer?
The next year, yes. The next year we ended up buying a tandem and bought a Burley trailer when they first came out. She had no choice, she had to go anyway.
Right. Have you missed any?
I have not. I've missed parts of them, but I've always gone for at least a few days.
I think we should roll. I am starving and I'm ready for some tacos.
Let's go get some.
It's taco time, let's do it. Great day to be on the trail.
Beautiful.
What a great day for a bike ride. This is awesome.
Fantastic day, you couldn't ask for any better.
You really couldn't. Hey, tell me this. You've been working on this trail since day one. You ran the road grader to get this thing ready to go. What have you seen for changes and what are we going to see on the rest of the ride?
Well, the big change obviously is we got it surfaced. The other big change is getting all these bridges decked and handrailed.
Well, tell me this. How long is the trail? How many bridges? We've got a great bridge right here. How many bridges are there? Give us some history on the trail.
The trail goes basically from Council Bluffs through, you know, Mineola, Silver City, Malvern, Imogene, Shenandoah, Coyne. It ends in Blanchard, and that's 63 miles.
Wow, that's a good day's ride then,
It's a good day's ride. And in that 63 miles, we have 72 bridges.
It's an awful lot of bridges.
Which all of them were with the open tie, so we had to put the decking on it so you could ride a bike safely across it, and the handrails so the weight falls off.
Now, Terry, this is a long trail. I mean, it's got to be a lot of maintenance. How many guys does it take to maintain a trail like this?
Through the spring, summer, fall, we have 3 guys that, you know, work on it more or less full time. Mostly we're all retired, so we get the time to do it.
Nice.
We have fun doing it, and all have been involved with the trail for almost as long as I have.
Fantastic.
And we have volunteers, especially on the north end. We got people that have volunteered on the north end. We've had just an endless stream of people that love the trail, love to help.
Fantastic. Well, it does take a lot of volunteers to make this trail work, so I really appreciate it.
In fact, I've got a one-handed shovel that would just fit your right hand.
You know, I'm thinking I can hear those tacos talking to me right now. I think we better get on the road and keep going here.
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
All right, thanks for everything.
You're welcome.
Located just 10 miles down the Wabash Trace Nature Trail from Council Bluffs, Toby Jack's Steakhouse is the place to be on Thursday nights. Attended by up to 1,000 riders, the Taco Ride is the world's largest and longest running weekly bike ride. Taco rides and similar gatherings are now regular events in many cities around the world.
Thank you,
Go
guys.
for it, guys. All right, go for it.
That is worth the ride.
Totally. Oh my gosh.
This was fantastic. Great ride, awesome company, and some superfood. I'm stuffed. We need to get home.
It's time to roll.
Thank you guys for coming down and riding with us.
Yes, can come back anytime.
Oh, we will.
Thanks for all your hard work, too.
Windows. It was a 2-story farmhouse. Took it all out, brought it down here in my shed, and I stripped it all down to bare wood, and that's all the trim.
Melbourne is right in the middle of the Wabash Trace Trail, so when we were looking for a place to stay, we decided to check out the Pierce Crossing because we get the entire house to ourselves.
Well, it reminds me of visiting my grandma and grandpa as a kid going out to the farm. It's just such a beautiful setting.
It is, and we're here with the owner, Greg. Thank you for having us.
Well, thank you for picking us. We wanted you to think that when you stayed with us.
I've been calling this a bed and breakfast. I know Forrest is like, it's not, it's a guest house, but I don't understand the difference, so you'll have to explain it to me.
Well, a bed and breakfast, you get fed, and we have a bed and a bagel, and you bring your own food.
Okay.
What I really want is a nice big pitcher of lemonade out there is what I want.
Right.
It just feels like a lemonade
well,
kind of place.
Bring your own lemonade.
Okay.
Now we get the entire house.
Right.
Can I bring friends?
You could bring your friends. We've had as many as 9 people stay here, all family bikers from Kansas.
Nice.
Great.
So Greg, why did you decide to do this?
Well, we were going to build our new house here and tear this down. My sister saw it, and she says, why don't you fix it up for me to come and stay to visit you?
Oh, yeah,
So
sounds
one
good.
thing led to another. Alan Hall told me about this great bike trail, and then we thought, well, we'll fix it up for bikers, and here we are.
Brilliant.
Good idea.
It's been a lot of fun.
So do bikers get any special treatment?
Well, we have the shed over there. We let them keep their bike in, and we have an air compressor for that. And if you would like, people let us know. We'll leave food or wine.
Oh, great. For special occasions or something.
Nice.
Great. Well, this is a great idea. I can't wait to stay here. It's going to be a wonderful couple of days on the trail. So thank you for inventing this.
Well, thank you for choosing us. We really enjoyed doing it.
We're excited. Thanks. You took a year off to do it.
Well, I retired from full-time.
Another successful day, and today it was on the Wabash Trace Trail, riding our bikes, meeting new friends, and eating tacos.
Gonna relax a little bit tonight on the porch here, get a good night's rest, and prepare for a fun day tomorrow in Omaha. The water with the cucumber in it, I want to try that again. That was exciting.
It's day 2 and we are in my home state of Nebraska. We're on the Riverside Park Trail and we're gonna head over the Bob Carey Bridge and take a peek at the old market.
We're gonna also check out Hot Shops, and then we're gonna go visit the Union Pacific Railroad Museum, feeling a little bit like Lewis and Clark exploring the Missouri River.
All right, let's roll.
The Omaha and Council Bluffs trail system includes over 100 miles of trails that extend through different parts of the city. The Omaha Riverfront Trail is a key part of the system and connects some of the city's most popular parks. The 20-mile-long trail currently exists in 3 parts: north, south, and the central section that is featured today.
Got prairie flowers next to us.
Yeah,
The centerpiece is the Bob Carey Pedestrian Bridge.
It's a pretty bridge right
it
there.
is. I'm hoping it doesn't have those big grates on it like they did in Davenport. Actually, Bob Carey was governor when I was about a middle schooler.
How many years ago was that?
25 years ago, maybe?
Is Mr. Carey still alive?
I don't, well, I think so. I just saw a picture of him not too long ago on Google. Whoops.
This one-of-a-kind suspension bridge spans the Missouri River and connects nearly 150 miles of nature trails on both the Nebraska and Iowa sides of the river.
Check out the view from the top of the Bob Carey Bridge. Wow.
The Riverfront Trail also features a unique set of bridges to take you from the riverside to the heartland of America's Park. This trail is also an excellent way to explore the historic Old Market District and other parts of Omaha.
I gotta say, Forrest, I was like a kid in a candy store in this place.
30 years ago, you would have been a kid in the candy store. Today, not so much.
I must ask you, Forrest, how many more bikes do you need?
Just one more. Just one more.
Awesome.
Just north of the Old Market area sits the Hot Shops Arts Center, where fires, furnaces, and forges turn out all manner of cool things.
We're here with Les Bruning, one of the owners of Hot Shops. What can you tell us about Hot Shops? What is it?
Hot Shops is a group of artists in a massive building. We're all pyros at heart, so we like to play with fire. So my foundry uses, we heat metal to 2,000 degrees. The blacksmith heat their iron to red hot before they bend it. The ceramic, of course, you have to fire everything. And then we have a hot glass studio too, so everything's always molten and hot.
So you indeed do have a lot of hot shops.
Yes, we do, and that's kind of the anchor of everything. And then we have photographers and painters and printmakers and all kinds of other artists in the building also. The nice thing about this, and sort of the foundation of our idea, is that all artists are influenced by other artists. Sure. And unfortunately, most artists, when they start, think that's a bad thing, but it's actually the best thing that can possibly happen to an artist, is to work within a community where there's a lot of free-floating ideas.
I see that you are a bike rider.
Oh yeah, I've actually, when I was a kid, about 14, 15 years old, a friend and I used to get on our bikes and we could do 100 miles. We'd go from town to town, from little towns in Nebraska, other little towns, and some nights we'd camp and ride back, and I can't imagine letting kids do that nowadays.
Exactly.
In my early 30s, I started doing bike racing and triathlons and things like that, but also at that time I decided to, every birthday, which is July 26th, decided to ride my age on my birthday. Nice. Well, I have a 66-mile ride coming up next month.
That's a brilliant idea.
That's a good idea.
So it works good because every year I figure the time I hit 90, it'll be a 2-day ride.
Yeah, do a weekend at that point.
Yeah, that's right, a weekend ride.
That's such a good idea. Now, could you sculpt me a bike?
Oh, I could sculpt you a bike.
You can sculpt a cupcake, I see one of those.
Yeah, I do cupcakes and bikes, and sometimes I eat both of them.
Yeah.
They go hand in hand, don't they? Food and biking, food and biking.
They do, and I have a bike sculpture outside that I think would be great at a trailhead somewhere.
Oh, wow.
This particular one is a guardsman, a soldier. He's kneeling down, he's holding a machine gun, and I got parts of that. These are the boots, yeah, like a chocolate boot. And this goes like that. The process really is artist brings in whatever he wants to have cast. From there we make a mold, something that we can pour hot wax into. And then we'll go back and by hand, take care of all these, restore all the textures.
So how long does it take to create a product like this?
Well, after the artist is done with modeling the form, whatever he's doing, then I like a minimum of 3 months to finish the casting.
Thank you so much for your time. This is so interesting, so informational. I can't wait to go see more of your stuff.
Oh, very welcome. Glad to show you anything.
This one got a little crinkled in the process, but as you can see, it'll hang over the edge of the,
Oh, how fun.
hang over the edge of the table like that.
That's funny.
Oh, like it's drooping off the counter.
Yeah, exactly.
Slipped out of its plate, but the piece right here that's attached to will be ground off.
Oh.
And you can see that the yolk started to crack there. But
So how delicate, I mean, are these pretty delicate or not?
well, you can break them. Drop them on the floor, they'll break. Like most eggs. Like most eggs.
An egg.
But
Making me
a lot of
hungry.
people,
I know.
a lot of people like them. Just they're asking me to make hash browns and
Right, to go with them.
the toast to go with it.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should take a look around and maybe start our own little glass world.
Check out the tour. Check
Right.
out the tour.
Thanks again, Ed.
See ya.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you. Take care.
Finished with their sightseeing in Omaha, Forrest and Suzet now finally cross over the bridge to check out Council Bluffs. Connecting Iowa and Nebraska, this bridge is the longest pedestrian bridge to link two states.
Also kindly mentioned photos. So we wanted to have a map of the entire route.
We're in Council Bluffs right now, stopped to cool off at the Union Pacific Railroad Museum. So excited, Forrest and I found Abby here and she's gonna tell us everything she knows. Tell us about the purpose of the museum.
Well, the Union Pacific Railroad Museum chronicles over 150 years of Union Pacific Railroad history.
How is it that the museum is here in Council Bluffs, Iowa?
Well, Council Bluffs actually has a very special relationship with Union Pacific. This is actually mile marker 0 for where the railroad started when it was building the Transcontinental Railroad.
I bet you have a favorite part of the museum. Are you gonna share it with us?
Oh, definitely. We were actually very lucky and got to redo this entire floor in 2012. And I think my favorite part is the special agent exhibit we put in for that.
So Abby, what is a special agent?
Okay, a special agent, Union Pacific actually has their own railroad police, and they're called special agents.
Obviously, as bicyclists, we get to ride on a lot of ex-railroad beds. And how does that come about?
Oh, well, actually upstairs we talk about that in our America Travels by Rail exhibit, where we talk about old railroad lines that are no longer in service that have been turned into bike paths and walking paths.
Abby, this is going to be so exciting. I can't wait. Are you gonna give us a little tour?
Definitely.
Great.
Because of course they had to use dynamite to get through the mountain.
What's the size of the UP?
It is the largest. It covers 23 states. 3D was huge in the 1800s.
Created in the 1850s, the stereoscope combines two images into a single 3D picture. Like radios and TVs, this handheld viewer became a common item in most homes. Scenes from the Great West were a favorite fixture in 19th century parlors.
Special agents would actually put their badges on the inside of their coats so that they would be undercover. And then if they needed to, they could of course open their coat. And so if you want to both be in there, there's plenty of time. Do it. Get over here. And so the camera's right here, and just wait until a few seconds after the click.
You look a little concerned there on that bench.
I actually thought it was like a practical joke and those guys were going to like get up and scare me. It turned out really good though, because we could post that picture on social media later.
And you can actually see what the view would be like for an engineer who's driving a train.
Rails to Trails has created over 30,000 miles of trails, renewing connections between towns and suburbs and revitalizing those communities in much the same way as the railroads did in their heyday.
Abby, I want to thank you for a great tour, and also thank you for letting us use some of these old railroad beds. They are absolutely so much fun for us to ride on, so thank you very much.
Thank you both so much for coming.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's probably the home.
That sure was a neat museum, and I loved how we got to talk to so many different people about how the railroad really affected bicycling.
Cyclists and walkers have really benefited from the conversion of these old railroad beds into new trails. Speaking of trails, this bridge has been spectacular to ride across. Both directions, it's gorgeous.
It's a nice statue there.
It's a beauty, yeah. What is that? Well, we had an amazing trip. Our first day started on the Iowa side of the Missouri River, riding the Wabash Trace, and we met some really cool people who helped start that trail, had some tacos, then stayed at Pierce Crossing, a guest house. It was amazing.
Well, day 2, we were able to go across the Bob Carey Bridge, check out downtown Omaha, which is beautiful and full of lots of opportunities. Got to go see hot shops and then go to the Union Pacific Railroad Museum.
For more information about all the things that we saw, go to bikepeople.tv, and don't forget to get on out there and become Bike People. I can't wait to stay here. It's going to be a fantastic couple days.
What are you doing? You doing it again? I thought you were done.
That's all right. He doesn't have to pay that much. She's thanking me.
I thought we were done.
He's just walking off camera.
He just said, that was really good, it's really tight. I go, oh, cool. Fur did it the first time right.
We never do things.
No, I can't stop thinking about delicious pie.
I think that should be a good thing to try again. It's a new flavor of pie.
Exactly.
I could use.
Although we've been going good with the ice cream.
Bike People, brought to you in part by Cat Trike, focusing on the design, engineering, and manufacturing of innovative recumbent trikes that are made in the USA. The Hotel Pattee, a cycling hub for the High Trestle and Raccoon River Valley Trail, a destination unto itself for Iowa adventures. The Hotel Pattee. Bike World, the store that supports the sport, serving cyclists since 1979. Additional consideration provided by Shimano, Winnebago, Bike Iowa,